Chapter 16. Describe the battle. 'Twas not like those of Covent Garden or Drury Lane. Thou hast seen Lebrun's paintings, and the tapestry perhaps at Blenheim. There was a most incessant shouting, "Incline to the right, incline to the left, halt, charge," etc., the balls ploughing up the ground, the trees crackling over one's head, the branches riven by the artillery, the leaves falling as in autumn by the grape-shot. A British officer describing the Battle of Brandywine. The heat of August had lingered into September, and on the morning of the 11th it remained oppressive, muggy, the air still. The 5th Pennsylvania was spread out north of Chad's Ford, looking west. Down a sloping grassy field in front of them, across a dry road and a marshy area of tall grass, the Brandywine Creek ran blue and inviting. Corporal Nathaniel Freeman, 2nd Platoon, 3rd Company, sat beside the company's stacked arms, Indian style, his regimental coat discarded for the moment. The 5th had been newly outfitted not 9 months before, and they displayed a uniformity not often seen on the Continental line. The uniform consisted of a dark blue coat faced with white, buckskin breeches, and blue stockings, and a surprising number of the men were dressed just that way. Still, Freeman knew the day would be hot, and he found himself envying those troops who had no regimentals, had naught but torn shirts and breeches to wear. "Ah, Freeman, lad, there you are." Sergeant Angus McGinty came lumbering up, his normally pink face flushed red with exertion and heat, beads of sweat standing out on his forehead. He had his musket over one shoulder, a dozen canteens over the other. "McGinty, why don't you sit down before you fall down?" "I believe I will, lad, I believe I will." He sat and pulled a twist of tobacco from his haversack, bit off a piece, and handed the twist to Freeman, who bit off a piece as well and handed it back. They sat silently, side by side, and stared past the creek at the great clouds of dust rising up in the southwest, dust kicked up by an enemy on the move. Howe, Cornwallis, the German butcher, Kneiphausen. It was rolling country, low green hills covered with close-cropped grass and dotted with thick stands of wood.